Well, I'm one day late on the sawmill video. I spent yesterday, the biggest part of the day, fixing my skid steer. I had some fuses go out. If any of y'all guys out there have a skid steer, you know that it can be a real pain when it tears up. It took me hours to finally figure out that one little tiny 20 amp fuse had blown, which enabled me to take the parking brake off of it. What I'm going to try to do here is do a bunch of different shots showing the Wood-Mizer and how I run it, and for you people that's never seen one before, give you an idea of how one is operated. I went ahead and started. I had an old piece of yellow pine timber that was left on the mill from my last job, and I went ahead and sawed it up and got it out of the way. And we're going to start off first with a piece of black walnut. Now this black walnut log is pretty old. It's weathered. It came from I can't remember where it came from. I've had it for a long time. That's pretty bad. But it was at a different place that I had my sawmill where I used to live, and when I moved up here I had a bunch of old timber that I left behind that I went back and got a few months ago. So it's got some age to it. It's been on the ground for about a year, I'd say. So who knows what's going to look like inside. Usually walnut stays pretty sound and intact though, even when it's left on the ground. I've never had one be a total waste of time to even open up. So let's get to sawing here and we'll see what this walnut looks like. Tree's been down so long the bark just falls right off of it. That's good though, because bark is what what doors your blades, the bark and the dirt that's in it. This is a pretty ugly, nasty log here, but the base down here where the tree was cut, well, this could be an upper part, I'm not sure, I can't remember where I cut this at. But right here, it branched off into a different direction. Now, I've said crotch about 100,000 times on my videos here, and this is where it all comes from, right here. This area, let's bark out of here. Right here is the crotch of the tree. This is where it tried to go a different way, and the grain kind of gets in a state of confusion when it grows and it starts going in both directions, and that's how you get that nicely figured wood right in there. So this is about 28 inches wide, which is close to the maximum width capacity as far as how wide I can saw with that. Mine's an LT35. So I got it laying flat on the bed. I'm gonna go over it the first time and open this up and make sure this ain't rotted out, because if it's rotted out, I'll just turn this side up and trim it off and we'll be done with it. But if it's still intact, if it's good solid wood in here, and we'll do a face cut, we'll flip it 180 degrees and go from the other direction and slab it straight down and do 8/4 slabs out of it. This may be a disaster and it may turn out to be something pretty neat, so that's the way it goes with sawing. You never know what you're going to get when you open up these logs. Check out this top little slab here and see what we got underneath. Oh my goodness. A little bit of a bump there. It was a little bit too wide for my mill and had to push through a little bit and got a little bit of a bump there, but as you can see, that is just, man, that's nice stuff. That's what you like to see when you open up this walnut. It's really nice grain like that. Let's continue on and start sawing through it and see what else is in it. If it's anything like the outside of it here, it's going to be a real nice log. It's going to be some really nice slabs out of this. There's our first 2-inch slab, and this thing is beautiful. It's intact. There's no defects, no signs of rot. A lot of the times the crotch will crack when you drop the tree because it's kind of weak where the grain's going 2 different ways. But this is a good find right here. I'm really happy with how this log has turned out. I should have sawed it up a long time ago. well on the video, y'all can see this, but check this out. Something that's funny about walnut, a lot of people don't know this. When you first open it up, it's got a green color to it. It's really not that black or purple or dark brown at all when you first open it up. As this stuff sits out here today, as we keep sawing, it will start turning brown. It's really green when it opens up though. Alright, there it is. We'll move this slab out of the way. You should see, I'm gonna attempt to pan up here. There's the bottom. Comes up to where the tree went in two different directions. That's very nice stuff. Intact. Very nice. Well, this is about 4 hours later after we sawed it up. As you can see, the walnut turns a nice dark color.